No matter how far back you go in human history, you will always encounter a single enduring phenomenon: belief. Throughout history, people have been both the followers and the greatest shapers of beliefs. So, how have beliefs shaped people? To understand this, let's embark on our channel's newest series, The History of Religions. In the first episode of the series, we will discuss the Abrahamic religions, which have profoundly changed and influenced human history over the past 3,500 years. Although history can sometimes be filled with misinformation, we will strive to examine these religions with clear and concise information and seek the truth together. In the following weeks, we will sequentially address Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism, which, although not considered an Abrahamic religion, is closely related. However, today we will begin with Judaism, or more accurately, the Jewish faith. The foundations of Judaism. How did Judaism arise? Judaism is a religion that traces its roots back to Abraham. In fact, religions do not divide into different sections, they are all parts of an ancient belief. However, the descendants of Abraham have gradually transformed into different religions due to human intervention. Those descending from Abraham's son Ishmael are considered Muslims, while those from his son Isaac are considered Jews. However, this distinction did not create a symbolic difference in the early periods. Abraham and his descendants lived with a fundamental belief. Three major patriarchs stand out in Judaism: Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob is the father of Joseph, and their settlement in Egypt begins during this period. Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt is one of the most significant breaks in Jewish history. So who are the Israelites? God tells Jacob in a revelation, "From now on, your name will be Israel." Thus, the descendants of Jacob began to be referred to as the Israelites. The word Israel means one who struggles for God here. El refers to God as we all know him. However, there is an important point: the word Allah. Arabs pronounce this word as Elah. It is actually a term formed by the combination of El and Ilah. So, Allah means a being that possesses power. How did Judaism become corrupted? The Jewish faith was shaped by the people who left Egypt under Moses' leadership, following his teachings. These teachings are essentially the common messages of Abrahamic religions to uphold justice, do good, and be fair. Initially quite simple, this faith has gradually been altered and transformed by human hands. However, Judaism experienced a significant decline, especially after the Babylonian exile. The Jews captured in Babylon corrupted their beliefs during this period and bowed to the philosophies of the Babylonian kings, who advocated for a single world state and single religion. During this time, the image of a merciful God in Jewish belief disappeared and was replaced by a more angry and vengeful God figure. The Jews forgot their ancient beliefs, adopted the ancient secrets of Babylon, and their faith gradually became perverse. One of the greatest effects of this corruption was the emergence of the belief that Jews are the chosen people. Jews began to believe they were a special people chosen by God, with everyone else beneath them. This thought forms the basis of what is now known as the ideology of Zionism. The main goal of Zionism is to rebuild the Temple of God in Jerusalem and to govern the world under a single state and a single religion. Thus, Judaism has focused more on the pursuit of control and power in this world rather than belief in the afterlife. Elements reflected in Christianity and Islam from Judaism. Judaism has influenced not only the Jewish faith but also religions like Christianity and Islam. Particularly, the concept of four major angels comes from Judaism. The names of the angels are even of Jewish origin. For example, the name Gabriel means the strong man of El Israfil can be translated as the healing man of El. Thus, many fundamental concepts of Abrahamic religions have originated from Judaism. However, over time, these concepts have been exaggerated and imbued with different meanings by people. Many angels and concepts not mentioned in the Quran have been added and accepted by people. The ultimate purpose of Judaism and historical process. The Jewish faith underwent a transformation after the Babylonian exile and evolved into what is now referred to as Zionism. The Jews' aim is to gain power in this world and to manage it by rebuilding the Temple of God. The desire for control in this world takes precedence over belief in the afterlife. This ideology has harmed many states throughout history and has particularly become associated with Israel today. Historical sources show us that the Jewish faith has changed and corrupted in various ways throughout different periods. Particularly during the Babylonian Empire, Jews distanced themselves from their ancient beliefs by reaching the ancient secrets of Babylon. In this process, the Jewish god Yahweh became a furious and vengeful figure trying to crush his enemies. This image of God is quite distant from the understanding of a merciful God. The changes experienced by the Jewish faith during this process have laid the groundwork for many secret organizations today, efforts to control the world order, and even events leading up to the death of the prophet Jesus. Over time, Judaism has evolved into a belief that everything in the world was created for them, and this belief has persisted as Zionism to the present day. In this video, we address the foundations of Judaism and the Jewish faith, the changes it has undergone, and its current effects. However, the topic does not end here. In our next video, we will delve deeply into Christianity. Until then, while conducting your research, I recommend examining different sources instead of relying on a single source to reach the true history. Remember, it is important to understand the real history, not the one written by the powerful and the victors. If you have any other details you are curious about regarding this topic, feel free to write in the comments section. I will share more information about Christianity in our next video. Until then, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.